Hello, welcome back with Born with a Beer. Today we're gonna talk about the Fenix 5 Plus. It's a fitness watch, and with this you can count a lot of things that are important for your training. So it can measure your heart rate and stuff like that, but also different things that are important in the mountains. For example, the height that you're on, a barometer and a compass. And these kind of things are really important when you start trekking through the mountains and really exploring up higher altitudes and stuff like that. So the first thing I want to talk about is the altitude meter. And what's really important is that the avalanche prediction is always made on certain heights in the mountain. So on certain heights you have different temperatures, and because of this it can change the snow pressure that it melts together almost. And because of this structural difference, it can cause avalanches. So it's really important to know in which height you are, and in this you can take that you know what the dangers are on which slopes. What is also important on the altitude meter is the oxygen. If you're higher in the mountains, then you feel that there is less oxygen. So I was doing an amazing tour on a 3000 meter glacier, and then you really feel that you have less oxygen when you're walking up. This is a really big difference. The next thing is the compass. The compass, it's logic. We always see explorers with a compass. But why is it important with skiing? It also has to do with avalanches again. You do want to be safe always. So we always say better fast. How faster you are, how safe you are, because there's less time in dangerous situations. So you see the sun comes up in the east, so that's the first hang that comes into the sun, and this snow starts to melt in the beginning. So if you want to do a run in the beginning of the day, that's the side you take, because it's not icy, it's soft but not too soft that the snow starts sliding. It has a lot of other factors, but it's important to know which orientation the hang is on, so you can again predict a little bit the dangers that you're taking when you're up on the mountain. The last thing is the barometer, what was really important for me, and this counts actually the atmospheric pressure. So if there is a high pressure or low pressure coming in, it's gonna meet with the high or low pressure that is there at the moment. If they collide, it causes a lot of times wind or even storms. And if you're in the mountains and you can know before the storm is happening that it's gonna happen, then you can prepare yourself, change your jacket or put on something warmer, or if you see it's a big storm, then you can maybe look for shelter in any way. So in this way it was a lot of help for me in the winter. And now I'm going to show you something more on my phone on the app. Okay, here you see everything you need to manage your information. So we start with the watch. On the watch, during your workout, you can start your workout by pressing this upper right button. There you see all your activities. For the people that have this watch, they know already. So you can choose an activity, and then they track certain things that you're gonna do. So for ski touring, I took Langlauf because this is the closest. Ski tour doesn't really have an icon yet, for example, on this watch, but it's not a problem. It's just information that you get that changes. During the walk, we could see really fast what we were doing. So here you see the temperature, for example, your day, notifications that's coming in, and this is important. This is the compass. So you see north, south, west. That was really nice on the trip, and the barometer. And you see the temperature and the altitude, and this was really nice. If you see it back in the graphics into your phone, so we go here to the day that I did this tour. We go into the tour and we get a lot of information. So first thing you see is the time that it took us to do this tour, the distance we did, and the average heartbeat. And down here you see where we walked. If you go on, you see the average speed and different other information about your heartbeat, your training's effect, the height you gained, and stuff like that. Calories you burned, so that's really interesting. And then at the end you see this in a graphical form that's really nice. So you see in the first the speed, so going up we were really slow, and at the end going down we were a lot faster. The height, we started at 1100 and we almost walked to 3000 meters height. The heartbeat, you see that we had some peaks where we really went for it, other parts where we had to take some rest, and at the end we reached the top. The cadence is not so important for this specifically. It's more for running interesting and ski langlaufen, not really for ski touring. The training's effect is really good to know because you want to know how intense it was, so you know how to recover also. So after this I had to really take a rest, because red means that it was extremely intense. But there's a lot of information that you get from this watch that is really nice to know for your training. Thank you for watching. Have fun and stay safe.